Hi, my name is Margaret Hines. I'm the director at Somatherapy Institute, and today we're interviewing Kathleen Shyptycki, our lead instructor, certified massage therapist and holistic health practitioner, for an overview on polarity therapy and what students can expect and what the public can expect from a very wonderful treatment that is oftentimes not understood. So welcome, Kathleen.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that you can give our students and the public a little overview of what polarity therapy is.
Polarity is a system of bodywork where it works with the bioelectrical or biomagnetic currents of the body. They're a little more subtle than the meridian system, but it is a system in which once one trains in that they understand those wireless, it's actually wireless anatomy.
Great. You've been practicing polarity for some time. What do clients experience when they come for a polarity treatment?
It is individual to each one. Sometimes I will work with people who have they have a condition where their shoulder hurts or their back hurts, and I can release structural pain through working with that wireless anatomy. There's also times that people will have a situation where their condition is chronic, and so it will help maintain a stress-free environment in the body and help them manage their pain. There's also an awareness level to polarity where if somebody wants a deeper understanding on a body-mind level, that they can use polarity to have a deeper understanding of why certain conditions exist within their body.
Okay, great. So some people do think that polarity is just that energy, that mind-body work, and that's a narrow description. If a client is seeking deep work, could a therapist use polarity therapy?
Absolutely. That is a very common misunderstanding with polarity therapy. People think it's just light energy work. It does have that component to it, but there's 3 different styles of touch in polarity, where one is the most light, which is called sophic. The other one is a medium pressure, where there's a lot of movement and rocking and stimulation, which is referred to as rajasic. And tamasic is the most deep. You sink into that muscle tissue as far as the body will let you. And that could be equivalent to a deep tissue, but it works with more of the body's innate intelligence. I'm not just stripping through the muscle, I'm working with those bioenergetic or biomagnetic currents to help get those releases. So it definitely addresses deep work in a session.
Great. So if I've been working with a client for a long time and I'm looking to have a breakthrough in the way their treatments are going, how might I organize a polarity treatment plan for this client?
First of all, if they've been a client for a long time, you never want to do anything out of their comfort zone. You want to work with them instead of on them. So if I have a client that I want to introduce a new technique to, I might say to them, I've just learned this new technique, let me give it a try and see how you respond. In my experience, 99% of the time, because it's so effective, they become believers and then they let me do whatever I want. So it's introducing the idea of I have a new technique, let me give it a try, let me see how it works for you, and you give me your feedback.
Okay, great. Also, if I'm doing a little deep tissue work and more of an integrated massage, how do I integrate polarity into that massage?
So let's say if I was working on the gluteus maximus, the muscle in the buttocks area that most people recognize that as. So I would, in polarity thinking, I would be thinking of along the lines that hip and shoulders are a polarity connection. I would also be thinking about hip and calves are a polarity connection, or hip and occipital ridge is a polarity connection. So even if I'm entering in the massage through the theory of deep tissue, polarity can back it up with the biomagnetic and electrical currents, which will then make the release that much simpler. It won't be as difficult to get the muscle to release.
Great. So it sounds like we need more of our students and graduates to use polarity in their approach to serving the client.
It will actually prolong their lifespan without injury. For those people that have been working long-term and their wrists are hurting and their elbows are hurting, this makes it user-friendly. You can get deep, effective releases without injuring your body.
Great, great. So what can a student of Polarity expect from the somotherapy classes?
The first level of Polarity is the general protocol, which I consider a body tune-up. In that class, they will learn Polarity theory, they'll learn who the founder was, they'll also get a little dose of Ayurveda, because Polarity comes from the roots of Ayurveda. So they'll get a little bit of Ayurvedic theory, they'll learn the elemental theory, they can learn a little bit about nutrition and some other aspects of how Polarity works for the human body.
Great. And then in the advanced levels, where does the program take you?
Advanced levels will actually go into specific protocols. There's a whiplash protocol, there's a back protocol, there's a spinal protocol, reflexology protocol, and elemental protocols. So, and that's just the beginning. There's many other levels, but for right now, those are excellent classes.
Wonderful. It sounds like it would be a really good program to have students participate in. Well, anything else you'd like to add about Polarity and getting involved with our Ayurvedic and Polarity program here at Somotherapy?
Well, I'm just a tad biased because I love Polarity and I love Ayurveda, and simplistically it's a way of looking at the world, looking at people, looking at our environment in a way that just makes sense and brings deep, deep balance on many, many different levels. So it's a healthy addiction for me.
That's great. And I have had one of your Polarity treatments,
yes.
And it's been marvelous. So thanks so much, Kathleen. I appreciate that.
Thank you.